Establishing HAVP will directly address the crisis. It is an opportunity for us to prove that we value all members of our community. Let's fully fund HAVP this year and make sure that we are helping our children and families, as many children and families as we can.
What keeps me here in New York City is the community. New York City is one of the few places where you can find people from every single background, every culture, and every identity, and still feel like you belong, feel like you are home.
I live in New York City all my life. I think this is a place to live. I wouldn't live anywhere else. We have so much resources and opportunities in New York City, and HAVP is one of those opportunities.
I've been living in New York for almost 1 year now. The city is very diverse. We meet a lot of people from different country and continent, and we know a lot about another people's culture.
Housing assistance can be incredibly difficult and very discouraging. Currently, I am experiencing a possible removal from my current apartment.
My current living situation is doubling up. I currently live with my father, and I lived here for about a year and a half.
I came to New York 2025. I come to the shelter, and then up to now, I'm living in a shelter.
It's not that easy to live in Charlotte because you don't have intimacy, right? You have to share everything with other people, and sometimes that makes me uncomfortable.
They transfer us to because that time they're closing the shelter, so they move us to the Bronx, the one that I'm living right now in. And then from Bronx, they transfer me to Brooklyn. There I spent like 4 months. And then from there again, they bring me back to the Bronx. Right now, this shelter also, they about to close at the end of this year.
Have you ever applied for housing assistance? Why or why not?
Yeah, I do apply for that. They tell me I'm eligible to have a housing, but they tell me I have to find a housing first. But I try to find it, but I cannot get it. I'm unable to get house right now, any apartment or yeah.
Yeah, so the voucher that they gave you, it's not even enough to find the proper housing that you're looking for, right?
Exactly.
I have lived in the city of Rochester for 8 years now. I have rented from the same company for the last 7 years. I have not had to worry about facing eviction notice. There's so many of my community members, though, that have found barriers to renting, and I've listened to their stories, and just my heart goes out to them.
HAVPs are incredibly important for this community. They allow people to get ahead. They allow people to stabilize. They allow people to work on upward mobility, upward trajectory to better their lives and get themselves out of poverty. The price of living is increasing rapidly. And given the political climate, social care networks are being slashed. They're at risk, which only makes these HAVPs even more dire and important for this community. These are not just for people that have lived in poverty forever. These are not just for people coming out of homeless shelters. These are for working class Americans. These are for people that are struggling to make ends meet.
If I find housing, that can make me more focused on my education, more focused on my studying, and also have a better environment to live.
Receiving this voucher would mean stability. It would also mean that I will know that I can have a safe place to come home to without constantly worrying about rent or displacement.
I feel like it would essentially help me save money, just because for the future, as far as rent being expensive in New York, it would help cover the cost of rent. It also allowed me to have space to grow in my life.
I wish I had that when I was coming out of shelter. I wish I had the opportunity to have this kind of voucher by the time it wasn't done yet, right? I would have been able to pick anywhere I wanted to live. Even though where I end up right now is okay, and I couldn't wish for anything else more. I qualify for some things, and most things I didn't qualify for when I was in shelter. So this would have been giving me a broader opportunity to move where I wanted to live.
If you guys help me to find a place that can make myself comfortable and then to live in, that's gonna be really helpful for me, and I will be very, very appreciative for that.
Everybody deserves fair, comfortable, and safe housing.